Hi everyone, Mark Dinglausen, food security advocate for the state of New Jersey, coming to you from Middlesex County with two of some of New Jersey's key partners in the food security work. We have Michelle from Elijah's Promise, and we have Sarah from FPC Food Pantry. And we are here today because as part of our summer series, we really want to highlight unique community partnerships that everybody should know about and learn from. So we're here today to learn about this unique partnership that's going on here. Let's give you guys an opportunity to introduce yourselves.
Hi, Michelle Wilson from Elijah's Promise.
Tell us a little bit about what Elijah's Promise is.
So Elijah's Promise is Central Jersey's largest anti-hunger organization. We're best known for our emergency meals through our community soup kitchen and our EP on Wheels mobile unit, which serves all of Central New Jersey. But we also have social services and a job training program as well.
I know them for their cookies. Sarah,
Good.
not sure if you guys have cookies, but please tell us a little bit about
their cookies.
Oh, there you
which we'll talk about.
Then I will stay here for the rest of the day. Just kidding. Tell us a little bit about FPC Food Pantry.
Sure. So I'm Sarah. I'm the director of local mission for the FPC Food Pantry, and we serve Metuchen Edison residents, and we partner with other agencies to do wraparound services, social services, SNAP, education, all the things. And Elijah's Promise is one of our partners to bring food to folks without homes.
Thank you so much to both of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to film with us today. Let's go outside and check out the Elijah's Promise truck. Now we are outside of FPC Food Pantry in front of this beautiful truck from Elijah's Promise with Michelle and Chef Jay in the window. Say hi, Chef Jay.
Hi, everybody.
Michelle, could you please tell us a little bit about this truck? We know you all are very excited for it. Tell us about the genesis of this truck, and then what is the unmet need that the truck serves for this area?
Yeah, we are very excited about it. So during COVID, we made lemonade out of lemons. When we saw this huge unmet need of people who couldn't physically get to our building. And we realized even some of the low-income disabled and seniors literally on our block for the soup kitchen who didn't have places to go anymore for residential day programs because they shut down during COVID. They couldn't get the 2 blocks to us. So we started going mobile and started doing delivery. And then we found there were so many other places that had that unmet need, particularly with low-income seniors and families of groups and populations that even if they could reach a pantry, they didn't have kitchens to actually cook the food. We're bringing cooked meals that are cooked at the soup kitchen and at our culinary school building. And they come out hot and they stay warm. It's like a fancy Uber delivery system, right? And we're bringing those meals right to guests when they need them. And the truck is strategically partnered with low-income seniors and families and with pantries and other groups that are food insecure. So for example, on Monday, the truck was at a free youth program in New Brunswick, and we served about 200 meals to kids who were there for a soccer camp. Today, we're in 3 locations. This is the first of 3 stops on Wednesdays. And I have to just say, too, partnership is what it's all about. Like, we could absolutely not do this without Sarah and her partnership. And we often get the question, why are you in Metuchen? Why are you in suburbia? I don't think people really always understand that there's huge food insecurity in every town in New Jersey. And in particular, in this town, we have a number of social service case managers from other organizations that use this as a staging location to pick up meals here to bring to their clients, particularly those who have hotel placements through the Board of Social Services.
So 2 things that really resonate with me as I listen to you talk. When I do this food security work, one of the things that I always say is that hunger is not a story of them or us. It's a story of all of us, right? So the fact that you're lifting up the fact that even in this area, in suburbia, there is still that need. And also what I love about your truck is it's lifting up that idea of if we want to alleviate the burden of health on families, let's bring services to them rather than having families come to where our services are. It's such a huge help. Could you tell us if people want to learn more about the truck? Where can they learn more about that? Where can they find you guys on social media on the net?
Definitely. They can find us at elijahspromise.org, and we're also on Instagram and Facebook. And I would say too that in terms of the question about partnerships, that's really what it's all about. And I can't sort of state enough how important these collaborations are. The truck serves all central New Jersey because there's need everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's really because of partners. But the other thing the truck does too is sometimes people feel uncomfortable going in for new services and they see the truck and it looks so happy and it looks fun and the food is delicious and nutritious and it's the kind of food that families and seniors can eat. And once they find the truck, we're able to help connect with other services, right? They can connect into SNAP, they can connect into other pantry providers, and vice versa. Pantries can then refer people out. We've seen a lot of people come to our truck who then come to the soup kitchen. So it's really a great public sort of awareness piece of letting people know where services are and then being able to refer them through the county into other amazing partners like the pantry that we're at today.
I love that. We appreciate what you guys are doing at Elijah's Promise so much. Make sure you look for them on the internet, visit Elijah's Promise website, or find them on social media. Now let's go inside and let's talk to Sarah about FPC Food Pantry. See you inside. Hi, everyone. Before we decided to stop inside the food pantry, we wanted to talk to Chef Jay, talk about his food that he's serving today before he heads off to his other location, and then sample a little bit of this food, because that's definitely the plus of being the food security advocate, is sampling this food. So, Chef, would you like to tell us about what we'll be sampling today?
Absolutely. Today we have 3 items in our hot meal. It's a protein roast chicken, a starch, we have yellow rice, and vegetables that were rescued from Rose for the Hungry, which is a county-run program that grows food for all of the food agencies, and it's delicious.
All right, let's open this up and sample it. Oh wow! Okay, how am I going to do this while holding the mic? We'll see.
So each meal is served with a bundle of utensils and a napkin. And many people will eat the food right here at the food truck, as you are. And everyone always tells us how delicious it is.
Anybody want to come in and sample this? Come on, Michelle. Come on, Sarah. Grace?
We have plenty of forks.
You know I don't say no to food.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, somebody hold this mic for me so I can sample this thing
How about I
too.
hold the plate for you?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'll hold it like this. There we go.
All right, I'm
Should we
going
get
in.
the
I'm
food
doing
sounds?
it. I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
squash.
And how much do we love that Rose for the Hungry, that they're growing this food and we're picking it up from Replenish on a regular basis, and then also getting a Friday pickup as well.
I'm going to get another little piece.
Yeah, sorry. I just got the entire chicken bun.
All right. I mean, it's that good.
Okay.
That's listen.
I'm going to try the rice, and then we can go inside.
It's
my
always
God,
a
so
healthy
good.
meal. It's always a protein, a starch, and a vegetable.
Yeah.
Wholesome, fresh ingredients.
The most important ingredient is it's made with love.
Yes.
Made with love. And Chef, where are you taking the love next?
Our next stop is Sharon Baptist Church in New Brunswick. They have a food pantry and they serve the neighborhood. I will be handing out 325 hot meals there. And then after Sharon Baptist Church, I go on to Milltown Senior Center and hand out 50 hot meals to the seniors in Milltown.
Wow. Thanks for everything you're doing, Chef. Pound me.
He's the best.
We have a very large team working back at Elijah's Promise to prepare these meals. It's not just me. We're very dedicated, and the team is awesome.
Shout out to the Elijah's Promise food prep team. Let's go inside and check out FPC Food Pantry. I am now here inside of FPC Food Pantry with Sarah, who leads this operation. Sarah, so good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Could you tell us a little bit about FPC Food Pantry and the unmet needs that you're addressing here for your community?
Sure. So we are a Metuchen Edison Pantry. We are partnered with the Community Food Bank of New Jersey and Replenish, obviously. We're there every week. We serve about 150 families a month. And that's through client choice shopping and through deliveries. So we also have some families who get deliveries as well. I would like a bigger one, but that's okay. We have a client choice pantry. As you can see, our clients shop here in the pantry according to the size of their family, and they're here once a month. And aside from that, we have Rutgers University Behavioral Health. They come in to get meals from us. They deliver food from us to the hotels where folks are staying. We have Raritan Bay YMCA. They come in to sign people up for food stamps. We have a health fair every year. Who else? I'm like missing people. We have the
You have a lot of great
IRBS.
partners.
Yeah, and Elijah's Promise, obviously.
Yeah. What is so? Speaking of having so many great partners, I mean, it's resonating with me that you truly are a food pantry, but you're doing more than food. What's the importance of going beyond that and doing, signing up for SNAP, helping families in hotels? Why the focus on that?
Yeah, so we are really lucky to be in Metuchen. It's a really, really generous community. It's a very generous congregation as well. So we have the resources to do it. And clearly, if you look around, you can see we have the volunteers to do it as well. We have a lot of people helping us. And so when a problem arises, like, for example, folks in hotels can't make their meals, we immediately start brainstorming how to fix these problems. And so that's really how the Elijah's Promise thing came to be. I interned there when I was in college 1,000 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And we have a community garden. Somebody kind of said, well, why don't we grow a couple vegetables? And now it's grown into this huge thing. You did the work.
Yeah.
One little idea becomes like a week's worth of work,
and every idea evolves and evolves and evolves.
That's right. And so I already forgot your question.
Oh, it was why the partnerships, why the wraparound services, why the focus on all of that?
Because we just need to. Because we start at hunger and we work our way up from there, right? So we're getting people in, we're talking to them about what's going on. And as we start identifying what's going on with them that causes them to come to the food pantry, we want to make sure that we're supporting them in the other things that are going on in their lives.
I think her mic drop line in all of this is we start with hunger and then we work our way up and we find out what brought them to the food pantry.
That's right. Yeah.
So I really appreciate what you guys are doing here. I appreciate your focus on partnerships, and thanks for everything you're doing.
Thanks.
Let's go find Michelle and chat with Michelle about the importance of partnerships. See you in a bit. So we are in another part of FPC Food Pantry's location, and we do have to give a shout out to First Presbyterian Church of Metuchen. Thanks so much for all that they are doing for FPC Food Pantry. And I want to thank you both so much for taking the time again to chat with us. As we close out this interview, I just want to give you both an opportunity. We'll start with you, Michelle. I'll give you the mic. Why do you guys do this work? What drew you to this work, and why do you continue to do this work with your teams and with your partners?
That's a hard question, right?
I'm glad you asked her first.
So I think what drew not just me, but our whole team is that we all, people who sort of are drawn to this work, and I see it every day in our incredible staff who, get to work early and leave late. It's just this passionate desire to really help the community and make sort of a better world. It's like, as big as that sounds, it's like you're trying to do your own little part. And you see so much need. And sadly, that need, and over 20 years in this field, is only growing. And there's more need. And every year I've been in Elijah's Promise, there's more and more people coming to our doors. So it's just that need to try to just do what we can to, with our tagline, to use food to change lives, through hot meals, through job training, through social services. And I think that there's just inspiration every single day. I always say that we see the best of everyone in our kitchen. You see everyone from, people like these little kids coming in with snack bags and these donations of things that they've collected or they've done, to sort of corporate volunteer groups, to senior citizens who are, one of our most loyal and just incredible volunteers is in her 80s, and she's there 3 days a week. So it's just, I always say I have the best job in the whole world. And I mean it. And we have the greatest team in Elijah's Promise. We're really proud to be working alongside such wonderful people.
Sarah?
Okay, so I've had some time to think about it.
About 30 seconds
Yeah.
since she was talking.
So I think that food is kind of like a no-brainer, right? Like everyone needs to eat, and it's a really easy way to get to serve people, right? It's across the board. No one can argue with the fact that everybody has to eat and that everybody deserves access to food. And I think that's why I've always been interested in it. I'm an extrovert. I like to meet people. I like to make these partnerships. I like to learn about other organizations, and food is like the best way to do that. And then as we serve people food, like we said before, we start to get to know more of their needs, and we can start making those connections. And that's just really cool to me. I think that's why I do it.
And I know that both of you and both of your organizations are part of multiple coalitions,
Correct.
which is incredibly inspiring, to me. Last question, could you talk about why do you participate in multiple coalitions, and what is the importance of your partnership, the two of you together? Why continue to partner together?
You go ahead.
So the problem is so huge, and it only gets bigger. And by working with coalitions, that's the only way we're going to solve it, right? Or to make a dent is everybody has to work together, and we have to work smart, right? And as the need has increased dramatically, the best way to be the most effective is to do what you do best, right? And so by partnering, bringing the truck here, Sarah's already got an amazing program here. We can add value to that. We can do referrals. We can meet new people as all of our stops. But if everybody does what they do best, there's an efficiency in that. And you can scale. Like we can bring more meals, right? But what works best for us is having other providers in bed with us, right? We have the PATH team in bed with us. We have UBHC regularly with us. So letting them come use our space, connecting services. We sort of describe ourselves at our location at the soup kitchen as like the maitre d' in town. Like, come on in, we'll give you the food, and here's your space, and this is who you can go work with, and this is who you can go see. And that's so much of what you guys are doing here too. And these kind of collaborations, and Sarah and her team getting meals out to these partner agencies is huge.
Yeah. And I actually saw that at Elijah's Promise when I was in my 20s, was that I walked in thinking we're going to serve a bunch of plates of food. There was a chiropractor there.
Mm-hmm.
There was a doctor, there was a social worker, and I like my brain just like opened up, and I was like, wow, that makes so much sense. People are coming here for food. They can also get all these other things done as well. And so, I guess that's always been in the back of my mind, but these partnerships are just not reinventing the wheel, not, overutilizing our volunteers to do things that other people are already doing. And it's like I said, it's a no-brainer. It was great. It's been great.
I think there are multiple mic drops from this entire morning that I've enjoyed. And yes, I'm always
Tiny mic.
Yeah, I know. Right. But I think for me, what really resonated with me and what you just said is if we all just did our very best and what we do best, there's an efficiency in that. And I love the line that you said when we were in your pantry about how we start with food and we work our way up. And that's really how we create goals that are just as big as the problems that we're facing. So I really appreciate you both. Sarah, can you tell us where people can learn more about FPC Food Pantry?
Yeah, so we have a very vibrant Facebook page, FPC Food Pantry on Facebook. That's the First Presbyterian Church of Metuchen, but this one is FPC Food Pantry. That's our own page. And you can find us online at fpcweb.org.
And Michelle, can you tell us where they can learn more about Elijah's Promise?
Sure. So we're at elijahspromise.org, but also at Instagram and Facebook.
And if you are doing amazing work that you want us to know about at the Office of the Food Security Advocate, visit our website at nj.gov/food security. Hit that contact us button. We'd love to be able to hear from you. And everybody, let's work together. Let's do our best and find the efficiency in that. And let's start with hunger and let's work our way up together. See you guys next time.